everybody, welcome back to Fretboard Yoga. Today I'm going to explain tablature as well as do a finger exercise that is really great for beginner players. So to talk about the strings again, remember that number 6 is the one closest to your face. So we're going to start out with what's called a chromatic scale. Put your first finger on the 5th fret, 6th string. So you're going to start out there and we're going to use each finger on each fret going up. So it's going to be first finger, second finger, third finger, then fourth finger. So this takes a little while to get. So go really, really slow. Make sure your thumb is offset from your fingers, not straight up and down. We want it to be slightly offset, so you can kind of use that as your lever to push down. All right, so if you're getting a buzzy sound, then that means that you need to push down a little harder, maybe use the tip of your finger, and then also make sure you're pushing down a little closer to the side of the fret that's closest to the sound hole or your pickups so that you can get the place where there's least tension on your fret. So once you have your sound, make sure with your right hand you're still closing your finger toward your palm, keeping your hand nice and still, making sure your position of your body isn't too hunched forward or back. Great. Now we're going to try each finger. So that's your 5th fret. And then your middle finger is going to play the 6th fret, ring finger on the 7th, and then your pinky finger, 4th finger on the 8th. So maybe just try that a couple times. With the right hand, you can alternate, do that tremolo picking. One more time. Let's talk a little bit about how this would be written down. So obviously this is the 5th fret, and on most guitars you'll see a dot here or an inlay or something that will help you know that you're on the 5th fret. So you don't have to always count up every single time to find the 5th fret. Go ahead and look for that dot. So 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th, 8th. And we're on the 6th string. What we're going to do is look at the tablature for this. You're starting out on the 5th fret, 6th string. So 5, 6, 7, 8. This might look a little confusing because it might be backwards from how you think it should be written. When we write music in notation, the high notes are on the top and the low notes are on the bottom. In this case, you're starting out with the low notes here on the biggest string and then going successively higher. And so just remember the one closest to the bottom is your 6th string. So we're starting out 5, 6, 7, 8. So do that maybe a couple more times, get used to that. And then we're going to go to the next string down. So we'll go to the A string and do the same thing. 5, 6, 7, 8, same thing down. And again, next string down. And so you might need to go a little slower than me. You might find that you might have to stretch your fingers a little bit more. You might have to pivot your hand a little bit more. But the main focus is to keep your fingers down. You don't want to have to be lifting your fingers up like this because then it's a lot harder to find your fretboard again. So this takes a lot of muscles. It takes a lot of strength to actually keep your fingers close to the fretboard. So this is a really good practice to do every day to build your strength and dexterity. And it gets easier and easier as you go, I promise. Now we're going to go backwards. We're going to go from the first string 8, 7, 6, 5. And that might feel very foreign at first, so just keep doing this. It's going to get better and better. And you just go back down to each string. Remember, you can go at your own pace with this. It's just a matter of getting your fingers used to the fretboard, getting a full sound. So rather than trying to go really fast and maybe not getting the full sound on each note, go really, really slow in order to really get the full sound, rather than going fast and maybe getting more of a buzzy sound. So that's it for today, and I'll see you next time.